Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. So today we're going to talk about kind of what everybody's feeling with the silver markets. A lot of people saying that they are just getting frustrated and they don't want to buy at these prices. And then there's a whole mix of people that are also saying that I'm going to keep buying no matter what, dollar cost averaging. The problem is, in a lot of cases, people might be dollar cost averaging up as we are seeing a higher price. I'm going to tell you guys my strategy in just a couple minutes. If you guys enjoy this video, please leave a comment, hit the thumbs up button for me. It's Saturday morning. I love waking up and seeing all the thumbs up. I shouldn't say waking up. I should say coming back on, because usually the first thing I do is publish the video, and then I'll go make breakfast and stuff, and then I'll come back to it like an hour later and just see what's going on. So please hit the thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. I apologize on Friday, which was yesterday, for getting that video up a little late. I had a lot going on, and then it kind of slipped my mind, and then when I realized it, when I went back to go look at what was going on, I was like, oh man, I never even published it. Also, real quick note, most of the prizes, almost everybody's stuff has been sent out to them except for the following names. Chris B, New Marshall, because I will probably end up meeting up with them to give them their stuff. Conrad and Ryan Reed. Ryan Reed, I did just get your email briefly a few minutes ago, and the pandas are gone. However, I will work something out with you on that. Hillbilly and Ronald, I also will be getting your stuff out too shortly. So those are the only names of stuff that I still have. Everybody else's prizes have gone out to them, and I will get the rest of these out here shortly. So what are my thoughts on this? It's a great attitude to dollar cost average, and it's especially great to do it when the price is coming down. Right off the bat, dollar cost averaging down is really where the term came up, dollar cost averaging. Let me shut that off. However, with that being said, when the price is going up and your dollar cost averaging higher, it's not really a good feeling. Right now we have silver trading at $25.50, and I'd be lying to you if I said I had 100% confidence that we're going to see the pullback that I'm hoping for at the end of this month. However, I'm still hopeful. I still think it's a possibility, and the reason I think that, I've said time and time again, because there is a tremendous amount of shorts out there, and with that, those shorts either have to be covered or we have a whole nother GameStop on our hands. Those of you guys that don't know what happened with GameStop, there was a huge amount of shorts. People kept buying. The people that were shorting it kept laughing that people were buying it, and then all of a sudden it got to the point where it wasn't funny because the price was out of control, and they had to buy their shares back at basically 50 to 100 times what they had borrowed them at. And I realized silver is not 50 or 100 times what they had borrowed them at. However, a lot of those shorts were borrowed out at $22, $22.50, and here we are now at $25.50, which is $3 higher. To some people, $3 may not seem like a lot, but on a larger scale, you guys have seen some of my orders where I'll pick up 100 ounces. That's a difference of $300. But that's not the situation that these big dogs are in. These big dogs are in huge positions where we're talking tens of millions of ounces, and it translates to a whole lot of money that they would prefer not to lose. So it's going to probably be in their best interest to try to find a way to push the markets down and beat the price of silver up a little bit. There's a lot of different ways that can happen. Obviously, I have a firm belief that markets are manipulated, and I think most people will agree that the markets are manipulated, but they have a lot of different tricks up their sleeves. Case in point, if the economy was to hit a hiccup, a speed bump, whatever you want to call it. If you believe the economy is great now, I have a hard time saying that with even a straight face, because I know the economy is not good. However, you can tell people it is. until you're blue in the face, and people will eventually start to probably believe it, unless you're in the stacker community and you're awake and you understand what's going on with money. However, with that being said, there's a few different things. If we hit a major hiccup, there's a possibility that they could paper manipulate the price down. Say that, because demand is down, then the price of silver is coming down. And that could push it down, but at the same time, put some rumors out there in the stacking community and everywhere on TV and everything that, the price could very well, we could see it go down to $11 an ounce again, like we did during the whole cough, because demand was down then and demand's going down now. And therefore, it's a matter of what they can try to sell you to make you believe it. And then people would not buy up the dip if it hits 22 because they'd have the dream that it's going to go even lower. And who knows? I could be wrong across the board and maybe it will go down to 11. I don't see that happening. I don't even see sub 20. I think they will be lucky if they can cover their shorts down to 22 and get out and then let the ball roll from there. And it will roll a lot higher. India's taken in huge amounts of silver, and I think that they know what's going on. India produces a lot of stuff and they understand the price of silver goes up. The stuff they produce gets more expensive. If they buy the silver now, they can sell their items for more expensive prices and keep the profits within their country. The other thing that could happen, obviously you guys know there is a Fed meeting next week, and depending on what they do with interest rates, it could really violently shake the economy, shake the markets. I don't think they're going to do anything too violent to make huge changes. However, I could picture them just trying to say, we're going to keep interest rates the same until we evaluate the situation more. They're in a rock and a hard place right now because they're right there. If they go one way, then the economy tanks. If they go the other way, inflation's going to rocket. And so they don't really know what to do, I don't think. However, I think they're going to look out for themselves first. They're going to look out for the big banks. And in saying that, I think that they're going to want to try to find a way to push the price of silver down a certain amount to cover these big hedge funds, these big banks. And hopefully, I've said this time and time again, hopefully they're smart enough that they are really stockpiling up on this stuff, even though they tell us they're not. They tell us it's just a barbaric relic and that it's not money, and that it's hopefully they are smart enough and they're stockpiling it, because it's better that our big banks have it than other countries have it. At least if it's in the country, it's going to make us stronger. And I think some countries are waking up to that. That's why places like China have essentially put out tons of info that their people should consider buying gold and silver. And it's a huge movement, specifically in the gold. They're buying 1 gram gold beads and putting them away for the long haul. They're, little beads. When you think about it, you're only talking in dollars today. I think maybe you're talking like $80 a gram. It's not the end of the world. You could afford $80. However, I'd rather have silver, because I think silver has a lot more potential to go a whole lot higher. But who knows? We're going to see how it plays out. Right now, gold has been doing well, but if you watch the gold-silver ratio, it's been coming down hard. I think today it went down to 85 to 1. 85 to 1. Now, to some people, that may not seem like much, but that means that if you had bought in 90 ounces of silver versus 1 ounce of gold, you would actually have more money in value today than if you had gone the other way. So with that being said, a lot of people now are starting to eyeball silver, but now we've had the big jump up. And I don't even think it's big in terms of what it will go up to. So we'll see how that plays out. Really, just there's not much that we can really say at this point until the Fed meeting meets next week. Hopefully there'll be some signs in the economy. We'll either see the silver price start tanking on Monday, which will lead me to believe that it's going to go down further throughout the week. But if silver picks up on Monday, that's going to lead me to believe that the insiders already know what's happening, and this could be it. There's this belief, and everybody knows it, that, the silver price always goes up, and then it cycles down for a while, and it cycles up, and then it cycles down for a while. And that's great and all dandy. However, I think a day is going to come where people are going to anticipate, they're going to stop buying. Maybe it's going to get to a high enough number that people are going to start cashing out some of their silver. And then all of a sudden, they think it's going to come down. And then when they think it's going to zig, it zags, and the price just skyrockets up even higher. That's happened a lot with cryptos. That's happened a lot with other assets. I ain't going to lie to you. It happened to me with Dogecoin. When I had Dogecoin at 5 cents and it shot up to 20 cents, I was quick to take out. I made a sizable profit off of it, and then it shot up to 72 cents, and then I was almost crying in my bedroom on why I sold it all. I was actually just talking to New Marshall about that today. And here's the thing, though. What happened when it got 72 cents? It came down violently and took everybody out on the way down, all the way down to about 10 cents. So I was, at that point, I was happy that I had gotten out. I wished I had stayed in a little longer, but I didn't. And, it is what it is. I mean, I took them profits and invested some of that in Shiba and invested some of that in gold and different assets, diversifying. And I'm happy with my choices. It is what it is. So be mindful. If you are buying religiously every week, keep that in mind that we could see something. We're only talking 2 weeks, so I'm waiting for the next 2 weeks, hoping for the pullback. If I don't see the pullback after the first of the month, I will be reevaluating my cash situation and saying, you know what? How is inflation looking? Am I going to see any deals on some of the stuff I want? If not, there's 2 big purchases that are not metal related that I've been wanting, and one obviously metal for the third option. But if the price goes too high, I may end up slowing down on purchasing. The other 2, just for the people that are wondering, I've been wanting to put a full central air system in my house, even though I don't want to spend the money on it, because I always tell myself, you take that $6,000 and you put it in precious metals, and then all of a sudden precious metals doubles in value. Well, then essentially you got a free AC system. The secondary option, I've been wanting to get a van RV type vehicle that I can go stealth camping, travel across the US and just kind of wing it. It's something I've always wanted to do, try to live free a little bit and meet people and go to coin shops across the US, do videos, maybe do like $100 challenge wherever I go. Oh, what can I get for $100? And just show you guys and, pick up stuff for other people like I did in the past. When my son was younger, we traveled a lot. So we'll see how it all plays out as the week goes on. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow on T-Square Talk. You guys take care. Have a great day, and keep stacking, my friends. I know a lot of people are going to the coin shops and stuff this weekend looking for some deals. So hopefully you all find some. Take care, everybody, and have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.